Hello and welcome. Are you ready to hear an awesome story? Today we're going to talk about a brand new chapter, number 1153. We will leave the Straw Hat Pirates for a little bit and go back in time to learn about a giant king and a secret baby prince. It's a very exciting story with a hero who isn't all good and maybe not all bad. We're going to find out why he is so important. So before we start, make sure to like and share so all your friends can hear the story too. Now let's begin. A big giant bully. Our story starts with three giant kids playing together. One of them was a prince named Harald. He was a special kind of giant, an ancient giant. What's an ancient giant? Imagine a really big giant. Now imagine a giant that is so big it makes the other giants look like tiny little bugs. That's Harald. He was super strong and super tough. But Harald was a big bully. He thought he was the best and that everyone else was small and weak. He was not a very nice giant.
A prince who was a bully. Once there were three friends who loved to play, Harald, Dory, and Brogy, all day. Prince Harald was a giant, oh so grand, the biggest and strongest in the land. The other giants were big and tall, but Prince Harald was biggest of all. He was a bully, so mean and proud he pushed others and was very loud.
A kind girl teaches a lesson. One day Harald went to a circus and saw a giant girl named Ida. He got very angry. A giant should not be in a circus, he shouted. He thought the small humans had captured her, so he smashed the town to save her. He thought Ida would say, "Oh, thank you for saving me." But she didn't. Ida told him off. She said, "I like working here. The people were kind to me when I was lost. You broke their town, you should say you're sorry." Harald was too proud to say sorry to tiny humans. But Ida made him understand something very important. She told him, "You were just born big and strong. You didn't do anything to get it. Being strong means you should be kind and help others, not break things." Harald finally understood. He told his giant friends to help rebuild the town. He learned that it's easy to break things, but it's much harder and better to help things grow.
Girl giant named Ida. One day the prince went to see a show and saw a giant girl, Her name was Ida, and she was so kind, the best giant girl you could ever find. The prince got angry. This isn't right, a giant girl working day and night. He smashed the town to set her free. Now you are safe, all thanks to me. But Ida said, "What did you do? You should not smash things, that's not cool." The people were nice, they helped me out. Now say you're sorry, she said with a shout.
A sad love story. Harald and Ida became best friends and then they fell in love and got married. They even had a cute baby boy. But their happiness didn't last long. The other royal giants were mad. They said Ida couldn't be queen because she wasn't a royal giant. So Harald had to marry another giant, a royal princess named Estrid.
Harald and Ida fell in love, it's true, and soon they said a big I do. But other giants said, "Oh no, a normal giant queen has to go." They had a baby, a cute little boy, who filled their happy hearts with joy. But then the king had to marry again, a new queen, Estrid, who brought much pain.
The mean queen and the secret baby Estrid was not very nice. She was a typical mean stepmom. One day, while King Harald was away on a trip, Estrid had a baby boy. She was excited to see her new prince. But when she saw his face, she screamed, "He's ugly. He looks scary," she cried. The baby had spooky, snake-like eyes. The queen was so scared. She believed a secret story that said the baby would grow up to hurt the king. So she did a terrible thing. She told her servants, "Get rid of this baby. Throw him in the scary land of the dead and don't ever tell the king." A super strong baby, can you believe it? They threw a tiny baby into a scary land full of monsters. But this baby was special. His name was Loki and he was super strong. Even as a tiny baby, he fought the monsters and survived. He climbed all the way up a giant magical tree called the treasure tree Adam. What an amazing baby. While this was happening, the kind Queen Ida was excited to meet the new baby. She didn't care what he looked like. She has a good heart. And where was King Harald? He was very busy with problems from the world government and had no idea his new baby son was in danger. She told her son Hadrudin to treat him like own brother.
The baby who was strong. She threw the baby in a scary place with spooky monsters all over the space. But the baby, Loki, did not cry. He was so strong he did not die. He climbed a big tree so tall and grand, the strongest baby in the land. The mean queen died, her heart was sore. She couldn't be a queen anymore. But good Queen Ida, she was so sweet, she wanted baby Loki to meet. He is your brother, she told her son Hadrudin. Love him always, he is the one.
What does it all mean? This story from the past is very important. It tells us about big secrets, like a lost story from long ago that the world government tries to hide from everyone. It also connects to the plans of the secret big bad guy Emu. Loki's story is like an old fairy tale, about a special baby who was thrown away but survived to do amazing things. Will he be a hero or will he cause trouble? We don't know yet. The chapter talks about Red Line being crossed by Ida. The Red Line is a massive guarded wall protected by the powerful world government, separating the four seas, often referred as snake soaked in blood. Ida, a giant from South Blue, somehow crossed this huge barrier, but she's got no clue how it happened. She was found drifting by the folks from Bout Kingdom, and her story is still a big question mark. Is she alive? Dead? We're dying to find out in the next chapter. Here's the kicker. Ida's a giant, but at just 10 meters tall, she's the shortest giant we've seen so far. Before her, Molly from Impel Down held that title at 12 meters. Talk about a small giant in a big world. Now, the Red Line isn't just a wall, it's a symbol of control. Destroying it would be a bold move, like shouting, "We're done with the world government." It would reunite the four seas, just as the ancient Harley texts predict. And who's likely to lead this epic rebellion? None other than Luffy, the guy carrying the will of the sun god Nika. Buckle up, because this adventure is about to get wild.
What happens next? Where was the king when this went down? He was busy far away from town. The bad world government made him frown. He didn't know what happened in his crown. This old story has secrets to tell, about a lost time and a magic spell. A bad guy, Emu, has a secret plan. What will happen in Elbaf land? Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching our little rhyme. We'll see you again another time. Please give a like and share with friends. Our fun story never ever ends. Subscribe to see more. It's the best. Put our channel to the test. Until we meet again, my friend, One Piece is real. Until the end.